I've got the water sort of flowing down this little grassy channel here, coming from the irrigation canal, going right out there. And it's coming from up there, those mountains. So we're just about to do some grape planting, and we've got 50 of them to do. You saw me get this area right here ready for them before, and I got to put them down 18 inches, and so this bucket here just happens to be 18 inches, and I'm just going to start digging 50 holes, and they're going to be 6 foot apart. 6 foot apart in every direction, so 6 foot from there over to that one and in between them all. So I'll get started on that. Okay, we're on hole number 50. Taking a bunch of mulch up over to the grapes. I just wanted to show you how this thing fits right over the top of that Kubota really nicely. Take 3 or 4 loads, 3 or 4 scoops, I guess. Well, here we are. We've got 50 grapes all planted. I can get the tractor up in there pretty easily. The RTV, it's a little bit of a squeeze. These things are 5 foot across, or excuse me, 6 foot across, and the RTV is 5 foot. And plus the RTV doesn't have anywhere near the turning radius, so you know, getting in and going every other row is not too easy. So there's a back row of railroad ties that I think I want to take up. That'll make it easier to turn that thing. But 50 plants. I've got 25 Grenache out there, 25 Shiraz, Soraya, whatever it's called, right here. And went through and picked up all of the rocks. So I should be able to get in here and mow really good. And I'll probably come in and mulch right up these rows all the way at some point, but I've got to bring in some drip irrigation and put in my trellis arms. So still a bit to do yet, but they're in the ground. Well, it was a pretty big weekend. I got the sprayer going, got all the grapes planted. I did a bunch of leveling out back there, grading for the driveway. And we've got our tomatoes, a big row of tomatoes planted, and we still have quite a few more to go. And we still have our peppers to plant as well. And tomatillos and cucumbers. I think my my potatoes, they really didn't do very well. I mean, I would have expected several more potatoes to be showing themselves here by now. So I think that some of them, I sort of got the bottom of the barrel is the problem at the store that I went to. You basically pick out your potatoes, and it was sort of slim pickings, so to speak, when I got there. And so when I cut up my potatoes, I cut most of them in half. Not, I would have liked to have seen a little eye with a plant on it sprouting out, but instead it was just sort of an eye with nothing sprouting out of it. So I have a feeling that I'm not going to get very many potatoes here. Okay, so that's the end of a long weekend. Have a great week.